Enjoy this video. Georgia State Panthers versus Ole Miss Rebels. I'm going Ole Miss.
Saturday night. No return for Georgia State. And they bring out a very interesting quarterback. There's some to think that this Georgia State backfield is more talented than the one Ole Miss will put on the field. Camden Overton Howard is their new tight end, and the senior transfer from Gardner-Webb picks up 7 on first down. Harrison Wallace III, better known as Trey, back to receive this. He stands with his toes on the opposite 15. Come up to the 19 to make the catch and has some momentum. First three missed. Now he's got the middle of the field. Flag comes flying, and Harris gets taken down at the 32-yard line. The flag is back at the 47, and we'll see if this one's coming back at breakneck speed. So that's how we will simplify it for a first-time starter. And that's an easy pitch and catch. Daquan Wright takes it to midfield and a pickup of 14.
Yeah, the reason Charlie Weiss wants to go so fast, new defensive coordinator Travis Pearson for Georgia State completely overhauled the structure, the scheme of this defense, as well as most of the players. So a lot of unknowns as far as who they're going to be on defense.
Fake to Kewan Lacey, out to Trey Wallace. He's got the sideline, and he picks up another Ole Miss first down, back-to-back. Simmons pulls it back. Goes over the middle. Daquan Wright takes it to the house. Welcome to the SEC, Austin Simmons. His first start lasts 49 seconds on the opening drive for a touchdown.
To sneak up, and then you're going to get Daquan Wright right down the middle. Nobody there. Linebackers all played the run in a perfect pass.
Just missed out on the college football playoff by a couple of spots. Great pursuit and a takedown by Deshaun Womack, LSU transfer.
Yeah, bowl games in 4 out of 5 years. So they haven't been around long, but they've had a lot of recent success.
Simmons in as he throws, and he's picked up in midfield. Georgia State's Charles Jine takes it down to the 20-yard line.
Working on Henry Bryant, the best player, is just going to disengage, and great rip through by Bryant for the sack, obviously.
It was second team all-conference for Georgia State last year. Entered the portal but returned. And he was guarded well, and so it ends up a quarterback sack. Xavier Harris takes down Cameron Brown.
Boy, watch this, Ted Hurst. He's the guy, but he trips coming off the line of scrimmage here. Gets his feet tied up. Friendly fire, nowhere to go with the football for Cam Brown. That was going to...
So leaves Ole Miss with a 1st and 20. Lockett holds this time, saving for time. Converts over the middle. It's Winston Watkins with a 28-yard gain for the freshman from Fort Myers, Florida.
He's able to manipulate, slow the pace down.
There you go
through it with touch throws.
There's Deuce Alexander. Alexander with the cutback takes it down to the 30. That's a gain of 31. Simmons is intercepted for the second time. What a grab by Jordan Huff. And with the handoff, there's room on the left side thanks to a shake from Rashad Amos. And he stays on his feet with a burst past the 30.
Taken in the first 4 rounds of the NFL draft out of Georgia, all guys that were under his tutelage.
Pressure on the air, he's able to escape, and he cuts it back across the logo. He's got a first down with his legs.
Dipping up in this pocket, it's going to condense. Romain Mielen from the left side forces Thayer up in the pocket, and using the athleticism. He's not that twitchy, so he's able to see the field in 3-dimensionally is what I call it, and this is it.
Dropped it right over the top, and Trey Wallace has an Ole Miss first down. Couldn't have placed it better, and it's a 47-yard strike from Austin Simmons. He was a Luke Rose Award finalist last year and on the preseason list this season. And he splits the uprights from deep. And the Rebels able to up the advantage. They survived. Pump one way, looking another. All day. And a strike complete for a first down to Trey Wallace. not named Austin Simmons tonight. Lacey takes a beating, powers to the goal line, and he's just short. And they'll have second and goal inside the 1. And it's Lacey again. He's met, spins free, and he splashes into the end zone. What a run by Lacey. You like Kawan Lacey? You don't like Kiffin, back to the ground game for the Panthers, and Rashad Amos, former Rebel, takes it past midfield. Pressured up the middle, gets rid of it, and beautiful catch and run by Javon Robinson. And Robinson is into the end zone for the Panthers. 43-yard strike.
Side slant on the right side of your screen. It's going to come into the picture. The ball's a little high, and Cole is going to kind of flinch or jump. And that's that one step that allows the receiver to get to the inside.
3rd and 1 for Ole Miss. Simmons wants to throw, and out of the backfield, juggling, and finally held on by Caleb Odom. What a night for Ole Miss. Like, nothing is smooth, nothing is perfect.
Yeah, nervous hands there for Caleb Odom. Really, the only meaningful football he played last year was against Georgia, so I expect a little more of the nerves out of Austin. We saw those early. Seems like he's starting to shake those off. I love that they're going back to the quick game.
Under a half minute to play in the first half. Simmons hands it off, and Lacey reaches for the stripe. He's in. Another touchdown for Kewan Lacey. 6th game for the Tigers last year. Immediate impact with the Rebels here in game 1.
And it was really close there to the goal.
They're loaded up to come up the middle. Chambliss fakes the toss, takes it himself, and he's in. So after the penalty, Lane goes for 2. From his house to Pahokee High School for football. There's a football power, and he gets hogtied here and dropped with a sack by Josiah Robinson. Gosh, I hadn't thought about that. Playing travel ball throughout baseball, pressured again. And on the run, delivers a dime to Trey Wallace, who turns it upfield and now bends it back towards the middle. And the idea, Jordan, that you play with such a wide variety of cultures in every football locker room, and he's already been through that with multiple teams.
Where you learn how to be a leader at each one, I think is very valuable for college football from a quarterback's perspective.
Here's an open run by Kewan Lacey. And Lacey's looking for his 3rd of the night. 42-yard run for Kewan Lacey. It's a 3-touchdown night for the transfer running back.
To the boundary, he's going to come, and Lacey's going to push it up and then cut this back, and watch the block here by Diego Pounds. Just pile driving the left side. Great push. Lacey does a really good job of getting that. You knew he was going to be something special. Obviously, I was referencing football.
Sure.
He goes, oh, yeah, that right there, what you just showed.
Oh, we got a pick and a big man rumble, and Xavier Harris with the takeaway. You'll think of something. Out of the pistol now. Simmons with Lacey. Goes play action, swings it out. And to the pylon, it's Caleb Odom. Touchdown, Ole Miss. All time. Under Lane Kiffin. And that's a strike. And that's 6. Trey Wallace from Austin Simmons.
Is when you start inside, you get leverage on the corner. He's able to bend it back, and then if you see the safety, it always helps when you get inside leverage and then the safety just falls down.
Is that how you draw it up?
You can turn the ball over more than they wanted. And that's why I kind of asked Lane Kiffin about this transition. Okay, your core of your offense is not really what it's looked like last couple of years.
Hey, can't wait to see you guys. And he gave them. If they were to trust it and believe it wasn't just a plan. They gave him all that. Chambliss going deep. And Stribling hauls it in at the 11. The Saban relationship, the frustrations that Nick had with him, and what he is in person. No. I think that adds to some of the fun. Crossing route in the mesh will end up in a touchdown on a 13-yard strike. And Hartrup The senior transfer from Southern Illinois. He's got his first touchdown.
Yeah, just little mesh concepts. Chambliss continues to impress, man. We talked about him being a gamer, D2 national champion. He can play some football. He's proven at the SEC level he can be a really solid and really dangerous backup. Never know when payback's coming. It could be any time.
Here comes the pressure. Brown flush. And just off the hand of his intended receiver, Derek Avery Jr.
That good pressure from the left side there.
It's Wisconsin, the Gator Bowl, towards ACL the year before when he was with LSU in its bowl game. And here's Diggs with room on the left side and a sprint for a first down and maybe more. And Diggs taken down at the 23-yard line after a 49-yard run. Harper, and I think he was excited to get 42 and 69 in before the game came to a close. And Diggs powers his way in. Touchdown, Logan Diggs.
And there we go.
Your jokes are longer than the line for the bathroom at Rounders. 63-7, Ole Miss with the lead, with the win. That is the third straight win.